We've got Kathy Farris in the house today. She's just a mediocre gal in the USA. She might crash your dinner party and drink your boxed wine. So get ready for some Kathy Farris tonight. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. We're classy and we're sassy because we're Farris and Friends. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. Get ready for some Farris and Friends. Kathy is average, but her friends are great. They'll make you spit your food out on your dinner plate. They're gonna make you laugh, so hold on tight. So get ready for some Kathy Farris tonight. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. We're classy and we're sassy because we're Farris and Friends. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. Get ready for some Farris and Friends. It's Farris and Friends.
I was excited about it, and then
Can I say something really quick? Did you forget me?
Do not order a scorpion bowl for 4 and proceed to drink it alone.
My neighbors all think I'm the superintendent of this building.
this is going great.
Will you guys adopt me?
Sexual tension between two nutcrackers.
He got COVID and I didn't.
Just out of spite, I'll be like, hey, I miss ya. But then autocorrect turns it into, hey, I miss us. Open mouth laughing.
We're going to be locked up.
But it was good.
It was
proud
good.
of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Thank you so much for coming to Farris and Friends, part of the Comedy Studio series. This is a live interactive comedy show presented via Zoom, so please feel free to start your cameras and unmute your microphones. Do keep in mind, if you can hear us, we can probably hear you. So, if there are any distractions during the show, children, pets, food delivery, or the like, we ask that you please mute yourself while taking care of it, and then turn your microphones back on, because we love to hear you laugh. Now, with all that out of the way, put your hands together and welcome your host for this evening, Kathy Farris!
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hi. This is a very interactive group, and I love this. You all seem like really excited about this, and so am I. I have to tell you the sacrifices I made. Right now, I could be watching Dateline, and we all know that. Even if it's anyone, I would be watching that show. Hi, I'm Kathy. This is my show. These are my friends. I am a stay-at-home mom, a stand-up comedian, and a snack cake enthusiast. And I'm just so glad you're here with us today. If any of you are having like a bad day, this is a good place for you to be, because my life motto is that any day can be turned around with a good snack cake and a couple of Eleanor Roosevelt quotes. So we're in the right place. I'm going to pause for laughter on this. And that's what happens with Zoom. With Zoom, you just got to be like, I think I am killing it. I think everybody is enjoying that. But when I wrote that, I thought, you know what? Who doesn't like an Eleanor Roosevelt quote, right? Yes. I'll tell you who doesn't. Eleanor Roosevelt's best friend, because that lady has a lot of quotes. Okay, I look them up. Okay, there's a lot of them. A lot. I don't know why I'm going on about Eleanor Roosevelt quotes. I think I'm going to try to make it a trend, make it a thing. Well, thank you guys for being here. How many of you are here for the first time? Yeah, all right. All right. For the handful of you that have been sticking with us for the last 7 months and the pandemic, thank you guys for coming back too. And thank you for waiting us out. We took about 6 weeks off. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know if I should take any time off. And I thought, you know what, Kath? Adele took time off. You can take time off too. Right? The thing is, though, that I didn't do well with my time off. I went a deep dive in one of these online chat rooms about air fryers and the King James version of the Bible. Have you ever done that? Which was a complete waste of time for me because I don't own either one of those things. I was basically talking out of my ass about both things. But I think I've turned a few people around. So there's that. What I was supposed to be doing though was I was training for a fun run for juvenile gingivitis, which is the real thing, you guys. It is also both preventable and the exact same thing as adult gingivitis, except without the shame because adults have no one to blame but themselves. I know you're probably like, well, why would you do that? The reason I'm doing it is because of the sponsor. It's 7-Eleven, and they should be the sponsor of this because they are a culprit of this. We know with their big gulps and their Slim Jim combos that just make this condition really hard to beat for an 8-year-old. This is how this show kind of goes. I started doing the show about 2 years ago, and basically what it was is that I love doing comedy. I love teaching comedy, and I love putting both of those things together. So we created a stage that brought new and seasoned comedians together, and we put them in the same experience because it's a very different experience for a new person to be doing open mics all the time and not to get on a stage and then be with incredibly seasoned people. But you know what I find with this is that sometimes you don't know the difference. So I'm not even going to tell you who the new people are and who the seasoned people are, because the new people bring this energy. They're not tormented. I'm not saying that any of the seasoned people here are tormented. I'm not saying that. I just kind of went off my script here, so I probably shouldn't have done that. What I'm saying is that they bring an energy, they bring a vibe, and I really like that. And these shows have been so successful because of that. So I'm so glad that you're all here and you're supporting your friend doing comedy. God love you, good for you, because it has been a long time since I've had people come to my show. Now,
Can I just say something?
oh God, yeah, Ellen.
Hi everybody, I'm Ellen. But I just wanted to say there was a lot of people that have been here before, and they all were commenting on the chat about what a wonderful theme song you have, Kath. So,
Ellen, you don't think I put that? First of all, Ellen, you don't think I put that in the script? You don't think I have this on the thing to,
I just feel
to
like
highlight this?
I feel like it should have been bumped up.
Well, first of all, Ellen, the thing is that I was going into this whole thing about first thanking my family who has supported me through all of my comedy stuff. And each of them is here tonight. And one of my sisters is a single mom with a bad knee. And you know how hard it is for her to get on Zoom right now at this time of night? It is tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
No,
I was trying to do a real nice thing. Wait, I was trying to do a real nice thing for my sisters, okay? One of them even put a bra on for this thing. So I was trying to be like nice and be like, hey, thanks for being here. I love you too. And, you know, thanks for supporting my dream and my passion and all of that. Right? My sisters can wave right now, see, because this is what happens. Here's the thing. I come from a big family. I have 5 sisters. Yay. 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 My father was trying to staff a dress barn, and look what he did. He made dreams come true. And I do want to thank my family. And I want to thank the families of the people who are here and friends who are supporting the other comics as well. So good for you guys for being here. Stick it out, because you know the best thing is like when you watch your people, and you probably should come, because if you stop coming, they're going to start talking about you. Okay. They really are. My sisters have learned this the hard way. And now I've had so much material about them. I'm on to their kids now. So that's what's going on.
Well, I like your sisters too, because one time I asked them to send me embarrassing photos of you, and they had no problem. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. They were like coming in like, woo, like
Ellen, first of all, we'll talk about this on the side. Secondly, you didn't ask them for that. You just asked them for photos. And I'm not photogenic. These weren't embarrassing photos. These were the photos. Okay.
Okay.
Ellen is right, though. I don't know if you were listening, but if you enjoyed our theme song, that was done by the incomparable group called Benica. Benica is Brown University oldest non-a cappella group. And they are, yeah, you guys know them? You're familiar with them?
Yay!
They are available for weddings, interventions, surprise audits. Think about that for your next thing, okay? Your friend has a bad breakup. I don't know, divorce parties are a thing now. Instead of going to Chili's and getting a big group, because no one can do that, why don't you have a Zoom thing with Benica? They'll probably make a song for you, make everyone feel better about it.
I love it.
Yeah. They could, customize theme songs about like how her husband is a gaslighter. Anyway, I'm not going to do their job for them. They can do it for themselves. But how great was this song? Becca Walensky, Benji, they are terrific, terrific. Thank you guys so much for doing that. I really have felt the love putting this show together because we have been doing this for 7 months in the pandemic. And, every now we probably get 2 or 3 people on our Zoom because we would just stream it out to other places. And we thought, I wonder what it would be like if we just kind of brought everybody together and let's just kind of be together. This is like not an easy time for a lot of people. And I think that, and they say like, laughter is the best medicine. Sure. Yeah, that's true too. But, just some camaraderie and, permission to just eat snack cakes and drink wine. I think we all deserve that. Yes. Right. Anybody here get the vaccination? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
good for you. I cannot wait to
My
get it.
entire family but me.
Oh,
Oh.
I like this.
Your turn will come.
I like it. I feel like
They just announced it, March
Right.
14th.
Okay. All right. I feel like we're all at the Olive Garden and it's getting real tense.
I like to
One more
watch
salad.
I like to watch some of the comics in the like when people do speak up, the comics are like, no, don't. But you guys, if Kathy asks a question, you're more than welcome to speak up.
Thanks, Alex.
Yes.
I can't wait to get the vaccination because, I have a lot of like inappropriate outbursts that I want to do. I'm just going to blame it on the side effects of the vaccine. I think we should start. I'd like to introduce you to my friends that are here to entertain you and to show you just how freaking talented and funny they are. I will take credit for it because I will say this. This is, this is a Zoom show. Yes, this is a free show. This is not an easy show to get on. I look like I'm a nice person sometimes, and I am, but I have really high standards on who gets on this show because I really do believe, especially in Boston comedy, that we need to have shows that people are reaching for, that they're working towards. And this is one of those shows. And the Comedy Studio, first of all, let's just give a shout out to the Comedy Studio. Thank you so much for giving us Friday night with you guys. But they gave me a weekend show, and a weekend show is a very different platform. So the people that are on the show have worked their butts off to get here. And that's not easy. And they're doing this for you for free. What you'll see throughout the night is that they'll have their Venmo. So if there's somebody that you really liked, you can tip them or donate to them.
Woo!
Yay. All right. All right. This is a little off the rails, and I kind of like that. I feel at home here. I really do.
I think it's going great.
Yeah, well, thank you. This is and supportive. I like this.
It was me, Kathy. It was Ellen.
Oh.
I knew there's an enthusiastic response. You didn't know it was me.
My first friend coming to you tonight, who I want to introduce you to, she hit the scene running and has not looked back. And I cannot wait to see where she ends up. You guys put your hands together for Becca Walensky.
Okay. So this is dedicated to Grandma Trudy, and you're all gonna stay till the end of the show, right, Grandma Trudy? Anyway, okay. So, growing up, I was known amongst my peers as the most attractive girl in the Meyerland subdivision of the Houston, Texas Jewish community. I was also known for my big personality. Like, there goes Becca and her big personality. There goes Becca stealing the spotlight at another bar mitzvah. There goes Becca running through camp naked, singing a song she wrote about her hairy vagina, which she named King Kong to the tune of Hey There, Delilah. See, turns out it was actually 28 years of undiagnosed ADHD. So I do have a big personality. It's so big, it needs a little medication. going back all the way to elementary school, I remember 8-year-old Jonathan, he yelled in class, penis! He has ADHD. And the nurse was like, here's some Adderall, penis shouter. Well, when Rebecca was 8, she belted Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On in the middle of circle time. And she had to miss all of recess because of her big personality. My Hebrew teacher, Miss Benderly, she was like, with that voice, she'll never make it. Fast forward to age 26, and you guys, I've made it to medical school because of nothing other than the grace of the Jewish God. And I got a lot of diagnoses. Like I got generalized anxiety disorder, fear of the color orange, chronic bralessness, back to the chat, and an unhealthy obsession with the letter C. Yeah, I had a lot. I mean, for Celine Dion, obviously. I'm in my anatomy professor's office because I failed the first 2 exams, and the professor says to me, you know, you skip around a lot in conversations. Has anybody ever told you might have ADHD? No. I mean, I don't know whether I was offended or I felt like somebody finally saw me. I decided I was offended and I iced that woman out of my life. Okay, but I couldn't ice out this possibility that my professor was onto something. So I did get the testing done, and the results said Rebecca has significant ADHD, but her impulsivity is not as bad as we had feared. I mean,
Why? Because she's on now.
Oh, Grandma Trudy. I knew you would. Anyway, I was told that my impulsivity wasn't as bad as they'd feared, and Grandma Trudy led to this. And you know, this was a huge compliment. I mean, I'm one of the chosen ones, you guys. The thing is, for me, it's like whenever I'm in a conversation with someone, the only thing I'm thinking is like, don't interrupt. Excuse me, sir, have you considered using the Diva Cup? I guess like all this is to say, like, yes, my ADHD is severe, and yes, I too am an occasional penis shouter. But like, I've made it pretty far in my life. Okay, mostly thanks to my hot dog suit. Okay, I can attribute every one of my greatest successes to a $37 suffocating polyester hot dog costume. And I want to tell you a little about this hot dog suit. I mean, this hot dog suit, it got me 4th place in the annual Camp Champions fashion show. This hot dog suit got me a half-price ticket to Hebrew Union College. I don't know if I mentioned that I'm Jewish, but tap dancing in my hot dog suit. That was the title of my admissions essay. They ate that shit up. At acceptance students day, all the kids were like, hot dog girl, are you sure it's kosher? Excuse me. Like, duh, I got it from Katz's Deli. And the biggest thing this hot dog soup got me, it got me voted hottest 10th grader at the Emery Weiner Community Day School. I mean, that is a big deal. And I know it sounds like I made that up, and I did. I did make that up. I got second hottest. But here's the thing, like, I actually did go to the Emery Weiner School, EW, like, this is real. Yeah, you guys, like, I'm a prop comic now. Like, I do props. Unfortunately, like, there was still a problem because the hot dog suit, it didn't get me the one thing that I really needed, which was to find my Jewish husband. And that was how the whole hot dog thing started. I mean, I had originally gotten it for the 8th grade Halloween party to get a boyfriend, which is a foolproof plan, obviously. I mean, like, what better way to enhance a Jewish boy's toxic masculinity than if I approached him dressed as a phallic snack? It was basically a dick measuring contest, like my Hebrew National versus his kosher dill. Men, you know, men treat women as objects sometimes, so I dressed up as one. I mean, I turned out okay. I turned out fine. I mean, because the husband quest, like, it wasn't a total loss. I mean, I was wearing this hot dog suit when I got my most impressive STD yet, you guys. I got a combination UTI and yeast infection. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all have done this, but we were doing it hot doggy style. Like, you try using spicy mustard as lube. It's not easy.
No.
The UTI. The UTI, it did spread to my kidneys and I did almost die. But even through thick and thin vaginal secretions, that hot dog suit, I mean, that hot dog suit has been my ride or die. I can show it to you guys later. Like, I was riding his kosher dill while I was trying not to die of a kidney infection. And thanks, Grandma Trudy. Thanks, y'all. That's my time. I'm Becca Walensky.
Hey, Becca.
Becca Walensky, everybody. How great was that?
So good.
Also, I think we barely has to give some props to Grandma Trudy there.
Grandma Trudy, killing it.
Yeah. What I like is watching Grandma Trudy watch Becca's set. I have to tell you that I have never been to a show where yeast infections got an applause break. So this is interesting. Dennis, do we have a picture of this hot dog suit? Do we have a visual for people to see? So this is the $37 hot dog suit that Becca probably should do a TED Talk about. There we go. There we go.
Incredible.
Wow. You really pulled that off. You weren't kidding about the mustard.
Mustard.
That's great. That was
Well,
awesome.
thank you, Becca. Yay. I love it. I love it. So one of the things that if you've been with us for 7 months, you'll know that one of the things that happens a lot is that I put together what this show is going to be. I spent a lot of time doing that, actually. I've got a spreadsheet, I've got a template, I practice, got a coach, and then I come to do the show and Ellen just shows up and it becomes a shit show. So what happened was I decided that when we're going to do this one, why don't we actually just have a segment for Ellen? So Ellen could have her own segment. And so that's what we're trying to do. Unfortunately, Ellen decided that she still had to interrupt during the rest of the show. So,
But not as much, right?
okay. So this is what we call Ellen's segment. And I think we actually have a little music to bring Ellen into her segment.
It's Farris and Friends and Ellen.
Thank
Well,
you,
I
Benji.
don't
They did
really,
great.
I think it's funny that Kathy calls this a segment. It's just a more controlled environment for me to speak, where I'm not interrupting anybody. And so I decided that what I would do today on this particular Farris and Friends, if you know me, you know that I love animal facts, any type of animal facts. And today I found out that hippopotamuses were born with 5 legs, and at birth, the mother eats one. And then I found this out today, and then I went to research it, and it's not true. So that's the first fact I found out.
Why are you trying to ruin our comedy show?
And then, because I thought that was funny, that I thought that was real and it wasn't. And then the other thing that I found out today is that lobsters have bladders on either side of their heads. So they communicate by urinating at each other. If they want another lobster to know that they're happy or sad or angry or interested in a relationship, they say it with pee.
So they basically literally piss each other off.
It's the old adage, better to be pissed off than pissed on.
So
But I don't know why that would come up. But yeah, But so that was important information. I thought that was really interesting, actually. That's
Is this
where
the segment? Is this a segment? This is the segment.
These are just some animal facts I found out about. That's all.
Honest to God, Ellen, like I just want to say, like I'm not saying that you didn't, but I feel like you just Googled that during the theme song, and now you're just bringing it into the segment.
No. It's a fact that I've known for quite some time, actually. The one about the hippopotamus, though, I saw that on an Instagram story today, and then I researched it and found out it's not true.
Okay.
So,
wait. So you knew it wasn't true, but you brought it on anyway?
Well, because I didn't want you to think that I only had one story to tell. Do you see what I'm saying with that?
Oh my God. Does anybody else have a friend like this? Does anybody else have a friend like this?
Yeah. So, I know other things too. Like, I know about, do you guys know about Andy Garcia? Andy Garcia was actually born a conjoined twin.
Oh, Jesus, Ellen, why are you doing
what
that?
happened was it was on his back. It was on his back here.
Ellen.
And it was removed at birth, and he doesn't have any recollection of it.
That's not an animal fact, Ellen. That's not an animal fact.
I feel like that's an important fact, though. No, that is true, Steph. That is true. Oh, well, the hippopotamus thing is not true, but
You started, Ellen, focus. You started the segment about being like, hey, I'm going to do a segment. Well, first of all, I called you up at 6:50 and I said, for the love of God, let me just do my stuff. Let me just do the monologue. And then we're cool. We're cool. And like, no problem, Kath. We can do that. But that didn't happen. None of that happened. And then I'm like, are you ready for your segment? Do you want to walk through it? No, I'm good. I've got it. It's all set. Okay, great. Then you started with, if anybody knows me, they know about animal facts. Nobody knows that. Honest to God, Ellen, I've known you for 4.5 years. I knew nothing about that. Nothing about that. And then you go into Andy Garcia, who is not an animal. So thank you so much for putting this together and now making me lose it in front of everybody, which is what has been happening for the last 7 months, which is why I took 6 weeks off, which is why I didn't even train for that fun run for the gingivitis thing. And now we're here and we're back. It's like full circle.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. And
oh God. I think we should just move on.
I think we should too, but I will say that being a part of this show is one of the highlights of my quarantine, and I'm always grateful every time I get to do it.
Okay.
See how I did that, you guys? See how I
Okay.
That's called manipulation.
I feel like the rest of you like Ellen more than me, and this is really going to bother me. We're going to do a poll after this. We're doing a poll, okay? I don't know how to do polls yet, and I don't know how to do Twitter, but I'm going to learn both of those things. Okay, let's just keep going. Ellen Sugarman, everybody. The next friend I want to introduce you to, triple threat, guys. He's a triple threat. Not only is he a social media influencer, he's a stand-up, he's also my emergency contact. You guys, put your hands together for Bimo the Prince.
Well, thank you, Kathy. So we all know this is a big weekend. There's a big holiday that we celebrate this weekend, and that would be my birthday. I'll be 33, which is 10 years younger than Tom Brady. But somehow I still feel like I'm older. Like I just still feel older than him. Because I just can't wrap my head around how Benjamin Button Brady's just keeps ticking. Literally every Sunday, Timeless Tom can survive 300-pound men hurling their bodies at him, and I have to ice my ankles if I just walk too fast. He's winning Super Bowl MVP while I'm still trying to figure out why I walked into the living room. The worst part for me is just how unathletic Tom Brady is. Like, it doesn't make sense that this gangly dweeb has become the greatest football player of all time. And I'm not saying he's not, because he is, but like, how? And don't sit there and try to tell me it's the TB12 method. Because Tom Brady has a physique like a wacky, wild, inflatable arm flailing tube man. The goat looks like he sells goat in the Stop and Shop meat department. He has the exact body type of a store manager at a Costco. But not an assistant manager because he is far too handsome for that, but definitely a manager. Like, if you're ever just feeling down one day and need a laugh, Google the way he runs. Tom Brady runs like someone that just now discovered what legs do. He is the greatest unathlete of all time. But there is the nice part of it all is he definitely is an example of you can do anything you set your mind to. You know what I mean? Because if the Slender Man can win 7 Super Bowls, the rest of us could do a lot better. So, like, what are we doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Because I'd be happy to crush some avocado ice cream too if that means Super Bowls and supermodels. That's Tommy's life. That's his life. Every single thing about his life, super. Except for the fact that he has a body like Steve Buscemi. Everything else, pretty super. But I don't know, it's just wild to me. And can I just say that as a card-carrying Patriots fan who can't let go of the past at all, it's kind of crazy to see him win it all with someone else. It's like watching your wife cheat on you in real time and she's just enjoying it so much more. And I feel like being a Patriots fan and watching all of it is like a mini tiny pandemic in and of itself. Because we're all stuck at home getting drunk while we watch our friends have fun in Florida. And let's all be honest, all right? Every single one of us knew Tampa was gonna throw a rager of a parade. We knew it. We knew right off the top. COVID be damned. The second they won the Super Bowl, I said, oh yeah, Florida's creating a whole new virus tonight.
Yes.
And surely they did not disappoint. So I don't know if anyone saw the parade. It was this whole boat parade, and Tom won 6 Super Bowls, 6 of them in New England. And I have never seen that man that happy. Ever. He instantly went from responsible dad to cross-eyed frat boy. In a snap. He's out there on the high seas throwing the trophy from boat to boat as if everyone just has 6 other ones laying around. Tom doesn't give a damn if he loses one of those Lombardi trophies to Davy Jones' locker. He don't care. Just go out and win another one. What's it matter? But far and away, I'm sure some of you must have seen this. It's the most glorious, like, beautiful thing I have ever witnessed. It's him after the parade, quite literally having to be carried home. His drunk ass had to be carried home. He basically, like, he looked like the captain of the chess team after having too much punch at prom. Escorted out. It was fantastic. From Tommy Terrific to Tommy Tequila. It was just great. And I don't know who it was who decided to let Mr. TB12 method sniff that one strawberry daiquiri, but he was lost in the sauce. It was great. But either way, whatever. He's the GOAT. He's a legend. He's an icon. And for my 33rd birthday, I too want to be dragged around like a lifeless, legless scarecrow, just like Grandpa Brady. That's all I got.
Bimo or Bimo the Prince there. Happy birthday, happy weekend birthday, Brian.
Oh yes, I've already begun. Already
You know,
I think Tom Brady is a perfect example of the fact that Florida ruins everything.
Ellen,
Sorry.
once again, okay. We have a comment section too, although that was a very good comment, Ellen. So thank you for contributing.
Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bimo the Prince. There's always these like little silver linings to the pandemic. And one of them is that I met Brian through a podcast. We met up, and now we're actually collaborating on another show that is going to be showcasing here at the studio in next month. It's called Comedy Binge. And basically what it is that, he's pretty humble, but Bimo the Prince has over 900,000 followers on TikTok. How many?
I've got one or two, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Liar.
First of all, Brian, let me just say this. I have 23 more followers from this whole pandemic, and I have been celebrating that, and I drop it in every conversation I have. Okay. So there's that. So we're going to be collaborating on a show that's called Comedy Binge, which really goes to this whole thing about like that social media, TikTok, Instagram, and then Zoom and stand-up, like how do they all come together? And that's what we're doing. We're putting that together with Sarah Hester Ross. And so
magnificent, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Trust us.
Yeah. Her musical comedy is amazing. So once a month, one topic. I do the stand-up. Brian does Bimo the Prince sketch, drinking.
Yes.
Right.
Lots of booze will be involved.
Right.
I assure you, on my end, drunk. That's what I can contribute.
I will be having a meltdown there too. So tune in for that, and that will be something that also will be featured on the Comedy Studio. So we're excited about that. So this is the Comedy Studio. They are still here, and when the world opens back up, we're gonna be back, and we're excited about that. And thank you so much for having us on Fridays. They also do classes. It's something that I teach and Rick Jenkins teaches. We do beginning classes. So if you're like, hey, I think I might want to try to get into this, to take a class, or if you've been doing this and you're like, wow, I feel rusty, or I just want some motivation and discipline, we've got classes for you. So check us out at thecomedystudio.com for all of that. Okay, our last friend that I'd love to talk to you about, that I'd love to introduce you to, is one to watch, and you may have watched her on Colbert or on my news feed, liking all of my Eleanor Roosevelt quotes. You guys, put your hands together for Caitlin Palufo.
Hi, how's it going, everybody? Happy to be here, mostly because if I'm here, that means I'm not at home doing a puzzle. Woo! That's exciting. Oh my God, yeah. I'm a big puzzle head. I love puzzles, but I got to be specific. I only like 500-piece puzzles. All right, that's it. No more, no less. Okay, if you're doing 1,000-piece puzzles, you're a fucking nerd. Okay, 1,000-piece puzzles. Would you grow back your hymen? You fucking dork. Good God. I mean, oh God. I also moved in with my boyfriend this pandemic. I did. We moved in together. What a whoopsie. Okay. No, it's going great. It really is. He does chew his food with his mouth open, which is something I'll have to let his next girlfriend know. But other than that, wonderful. Yeah. I think it's important. Every couple should go through a pandemic before they decide to get married, right? Because if you can't handle 3 months, you're not going to be able to handle 4 to 6 years. Okay. It's not going to work out. I do love my boyfriend, though. I do love him. He is 3 things that I like in a man. He's pretty, he's short, and he's young. All right. I like, first off, a boy. Pretty boys are great. They got those high cheekbones, easier to sit on. All right. Oh, yeah. You got to sit on the face, ladies. Fight the patriarchy. Sit on a man's face. All right. It's true. Did you know, fun fact, when you sit on a man's face, they have to shut up. Mwah! Oh, it is wonderful. What was that about the wage gap? Boop, have a seat. Okay. Yeah, do it for Ruth. All right. So my boyfriend is also small. Like I said, I like a short guy. I want to put him in my pocket. He's so fun. I like a short guy. Right now on those dating apps, ladies, you're crazy saying you want someone who's 6 feet and above. What are you, nuts in this society? Oh, get yourself a short guy. Get yourself a fight you can win. Okay. Yeah. Haven't you seen any Lifetime movie? Good God, the call's coming from inside the house. All right. Yeah. Good Lord. My boyfriend's 5'6". If he wants to kill me, he has to use poison. All right. Oh, he is not a planner. I'm going to live. And then my boyfriend is also young. I like a young, again, that young dick. Thank you so much. I love a young guy. They got good knees. It's important. The thing is, my boyfriend's 5 years younger than me, but he also looks 5 years younger than he is. Uh-oh, I'm just afraid when it's time to get married, it's just gonna look like he's taking his aunt to prom. So I bought a little face cream, thank you. Bought a little anti-wrinkle face cream, retinol, $104 for this face cream. I know. I have very high expectations. Good Lord. I remember when I was 13, I asked my uncle if he liked my shirt, and he said, darling, if I told you how good you look, they'd throw me in jail. That's how good I want to look. All right. What I am expecting. All right. I better have incest jail face. Okay. That's what I want. If I'm spending $100 by the end of that bottle, I better be Woody Allen's type, Okay. That's the whole reason I make that joke. I just like to spread the awareness that Woody Allen raised his wife. Okay. I know, but Annie Hall was so funny. All right. So my boyfriend and I were just very different. We're very different people. Like I grew up playing contact sports, and my boyfriend grew up loving Iron Man. So it's just different. It's just different. Like recently he said he had a pain in his stomach, and I'm a really good girlfriend. So I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And I really didn't give a shit. I was like, oh, are you okay? And he was like, no, it hurts really bad. And I was like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly does it hurt? And he said a 2. Yeah. I was like, okay, bitch, you have to fart. That's what's happening right now. Right? God, who complains about a 2? I didn't even know you could complain about a 2. My base is a 5, Like, that's what I'm like, oh, maybe is this weird? I probably just got a shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like, I played college soccer. My knee can tell the weather, all right? Just a part of my life now. I have a partially torn meniscus, and if it starts clicking, we're getting snow, okay? Complaining about a 2. That's insane, all right? Only a man would complain about a 2. Good Lord. A woman? No, we're not complaining about a 2. For 1 week a month, we're walking 7s, okay? And we don't tell anyone. We keep that shit inside. We were shamed, I don't want you to know that I bleed. Whoa, So I think that's what we need to start doing to men to toughen them up. We got to shame them about their natural bodily functions. All right. So the next time my boyfriend says he's a 2, I'm going to be like, ew, you have gas? That's gross. Oh, I definitely don't want to have sex with you with your gas. It might get on my fingers. Blah, that's so disgusting. Oh my God. Oh, you're upset? You're upset that I don't? Oh, well, you're probably just upset because you're gassy. All right. That's the only reason. And you know what? Because of that, I'm going to pay you 30 cents less to the dollar. Okay, bye. Like what I think we should start doing. I should have done this joke before this last one, but here we are. So I am dating a younger man, and I'm now a woman in her 30s, and there is a switch that is flipped when you get to 30, where all of a sudden your body just wants a baby, right? It just, oh, I gotta have a baby in my face. You know, like, I don't know what happened. Like, my head doesn't want a baby. I will kick a baby, you know, but I don't want a baby. But my ovaries are like, let's have 7 children. You know, it's just so weird. And like, I remember before when I was with my boyfriend, I was like, you get your semen as far away from me as possible. I don't care. Just get it out of here. And now I'm like, give it all to me. I'm going to store it for winter, you know? It's quite the change. I just became a little jizz raccoon. It's not something I thought for myself, you know, but it's even infiltrated my dirty talk. It's very bad. Now I'm just like, oh yeah, honey, flip me over and make me a mom. Come on. Give me a boy. I want to raise him right. You know, it's not going great. Yeah. So my boyfriend doesn't like that. So I have to watch a little bit of porn. Okay. I'm watching that feminist porn. Who else is watching it? Who's an ally? Gentlemen? No? All right. Well, fuck all of you. Okay. So you gotta watch the feminist porn, gentlemen. Just in case you're curious, it's the same thing as your porn, except at the end, the woman comes. Yeah, it's the only difference. By the end of the film, the only thing on her face is a smile. Woo! It's lovely. And you're probably asking yourself, Caitlin, how do you know she actually came? How do you know she wasn't faking it? Oh, I could tell she wasn't faking it. Okay. She looked terrible. God. Is that why men can't make us come? It's just because once they do, we look like goblins? Is that what happens? Oh my God, it made me so insecure that I just started masturbating in front of the mirror to make sure I smized. Oh my God, just another thing to be insecure about. Am I right, ladies? Oh boy, life's a nightmare. I can't see. How many do I have time for? One or two more jokes?
Yeah, sure.
I can't. Yeah,
do 2.
That's always do 2. Okay, well, each one's 45 minutes, so buckle in. I'm just joking. I don't have man confidence, you know. All right. So, all right. Last 2 jokes. Okay, my boyfriend and I, we have great sex, which to me is a miracle because sex ed did not prepare us enough for the real world, right? What'd they teach us? They taught us how to put a condom on a banana. Great. How about you teach us how to convince a banana to wear a condom? All right. Because that's the hardest part of the whole thing. Oh my God. If I had those negotiation skills, I wouldn't have HPV. Okay. I know. I'm pretty fun. You know, I was popular in college. Okay. Sex ed also didn't teach boys anything, didn't teach them anything at all. You know, I think there should be a special sex ed class just for boys where they learn about the female orgasm before they get into porn. So like at age 4, all right? You gotta, young, okay? I want Sesame Street teaching them what's what, okay? I think that would be great. Every classroom, there should be a finger me Elmo, okay?
That is awesome.
Wonderful, with an instructional video titled Elmo Saves Everyone's Time. Doesn't that sound nice? That sounds good. And it just opens up with him like, pleasure begins with consent. You know, that'd be great. Because porn is where men learn how to fuck, right? That's where men learn all their sex moves. So I want one class where a man learns that this is not where the clitoris is, okay? Not here, okay? Our eyes aren't rolling back in ecstasy, we're dying, all right? And oh good, I'm glad some people are laughing. It froze for a second and I was like, wow, I'm really eating shit. I'm gonna die. Okay, so here is the last joke.
Oh, no.
Now it glitched.
Oh,
And she's gone.
I think it is. So I'll do the last joke, which is, making love is something for a man and a woman.
oh, sure. And I'm in trouble for ruining the show. For making love, we all go dry.
Ellen, my gosh, this thing took a turn. Caitlin Palufo, everybody.
She was awesome.
Man, isn't she fantastic?
She's not here, but she's here in spirit, and her Bendo is here, so please tip. This has been Farris and Friends, and before we go, we have a treat for you to just close out this whole thing. Again, we want to thank the Comedy Studio for having us on a Friday night. We're going to be back next month, March 12th, for Farris and Friends, and next month we're going to be back with Comedy Binge. Bimo the Prince and Sarah Hester Ross will be premiering our other show, which will be fantastic. But for right now, check out.
Wait a minute, Kathy. My show.
Oh my God. Ellen, why don't you just put it in the comments? Okay. Ellen has a show. It's called Wicked Good Comedy, and it's on Thursday nights at the Comedy Studio. And if you went to thecomedystudio.com, which I've mentioned 14 times during the show, you'd see it. Ellen's show. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. She's got a lot of great people. I'm on it, but I don't interrupt her. I'm actually pretty supportive, and I'm just kind of there. So please check it out. We also have storytelling on Wednesdays, and we have Comics Who Showered, hosted by Peter Liu, on Thursdays as well. So we have a lot of shows. We have school. We have I feel like there's like a playback there. I think so. We teach, we do this whole thing. This has been Farris and Friends. You guys have been great. And Becca, can you close out this show with a song?
So I'm going to do a song to follow this wonderful show. No, but seriously, give it up for Kathy and everyone. Can we just like get one more round? Okay, so this is a song that I wrote, and I hope it makes sense to you all. But if it doesn't, I'm still doing it. Okay, so this is like a comedy song, a musical comedy. Anyway, so about a year and a half ago, I did start stand up in Boston. I made my comedy debut, which is very exciting. And I went to my first open mic, and this is a song about that open mic and everything that has happened after it. And it's called 5 Simple Words, and I hope you guys like it. Can you hear the piano?
Yeah.
I tell the one joke I have, it's about my vagina, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be famous. I smile at the only other woman at the mic, and she's like, bitch, you're my competition. But then I go home and lay in my bed and pray to God, please won't you book me? Even if it's in a basement and there are 2 audience members, one of whom is my cat. My cat's my emotional support animal. Anyway, at this point, I'm feeling like really low. You guys, like, I'm ready to quit comedy forever and this is stupid. Like, I don't know, become a doctor. But then this male comedian with no teeth slides in my DMs and he says 5 simple words. Do you want to collaborate? We get it again. Do you want to collaborate? He actually had no teeth. The man with the jokes about how his girlfriend can't drive and how it's not fair that this one time he got yelled at for saying the word bitch on stage. It was just that one time. It was only that one time. It was really only just that one time. Okay. Some of you may have been there. It was 17 times. I counted. I was there. I said, do you want to collaborate? Do you business meeting and I sent him my avails for the next 7 weeks. And I got out my notepad and I logged onto the Zoom room. And then he said to me, true story, hey, Becca, I don't think you're cut out for comedy. Women aren't funny. I just want to have sex with you. So I said, oh, really? My voice is gone. Wanted to collaborate. I really wanted to collaborate. And this is the part where, there's a major Zoom delay here. So normally we do a sing along, but we're going to do a mouth along. And if you don't mouth along, we're never going to end the war on gender. So I guess women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't funny. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't. Everybody, women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't funny. And yeah, to the men, this is not a trap. Do you want to collaborate with me or not? Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't funny. And I know there are some people in this Zoom room. I mean, they don't think women are funny, and this is your chance to say that loud and proud. If you're too fragile of a male feminist to mouth women aren't funny, just mouth women are funny. And it will look and sound the same. One more time. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't funny. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. Women aren't funny, yeah. We aren't funny. I really wanted to collaborate, but I guess women aren't funny. Thanks, everyone. Women aren't funny.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Becca Walensky, you guys. This is exactly why we do this show. How great was the show? How great were these comedians?
Awesome.
We have so many more in store for you. Please come back each month. We will showcase them. And, for women, we do classes. Studio. Come on in if you think you're funny. Anybody who was here tonight where you feel like this inkling of like inspiration, sign up for a class, go to an open mic, just try it out. Thank you guys so much. I'm Kathy Farris, and these are my friends, and you guys have been wonderful. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Nice job. Ellen, animal stuff? Are you kidding me?
What's that?
Animal facts?
Yeah, I didn't know I was so into them either until I started looking at them.
I knew it.
They're really fun.
You're killing me, Ellen. You're killing me.
I know.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Mom.
Rebecca, you did a great job.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Mom.
this was
Thank
great.
you.
You guys all did
Okay.
great.